Welcome back to the courtroom, where today we dive into a case filled with unexpected twists, high emotions, and potential misidentifications. In the case of the People versus Julius Clay, we're starting right off with a contested preliminary examination. The tension, thick. The stakes, higher than ever. Can we trust the testimony of key witnesses? And what will happen when an accused man's rights come into question? Stay with us as we break down all the drama unfolding before the judge's bench. Will this case see a fair trial, or will there be a critical misstep? You don't want to miss a second of this.
We'll be able to proceed today with the civilian witness. We'll be requesting an adjournment conclusion of our testimony.
I was, after the state was set, Ms. Hughes did send me an email.
All right, folks, the defense seems a bit hesitant to move forward today, and why not? The key witness is absent, and there's concern over what might be missing from the evidence. But is it enough to call for a delay? Let's break this down. It's not uncommon to have these hiccups in court proceedings, especially when new information pops up or witnesses can't attend. But remember, every delay gives the defense more time to strengthen their argument. What do you think? Is a delay in the defendant's best interest?
So I don't have a response to the fact that the people would do that.
Okay, did you want to start today? I mean, I realize it's sometimes a matter of preference. It may be what the defendant wishes to have happen. Did you want to begin today, or did you want me to? My next date, well, when do we know when the deputy's available?
Now, the judge is stepping in to find a balance. He's looking to adjourn the case to June 11th, giving everyone time to sort through the confusion. The defense looks poised to exploit any weakness in the testimony, and the clock is ticking. But here's a burning question. If the witness can't appear today, can the jury really make a decision on such shaky ground? The judge's ruling could have major implications here.
Adjourn it out. It will be adjourned to June 11th.
May we approach, Your Honor?
This always happens with you, Julian. Yes. No, you always just want to talk to me. I know. Come on. But I'll come up and see Miss Lundy. I don't. We had a bench conference in this case. I got everything. All right. You may proceed.
I just need to grab my phone.
You all set? Okay, call your first witness.
You call Alan Duva.
And here comes the moment of truth. The first witness is called. But wait, there's a twist. This witness is about to be grilled under intense questioning. They've barely sat down and already we're diving into who knows who. Where did you see them and what did you remember? This isn't just about facts. It's about memory, perception, and trust. In a case like this, even the smallest detail can turn the tide. Let's see how the witness handles it.
You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. We'll have a seat.
You need to, yeah, he does.
Need you to state and spell your first and last name for the record.
Alan Duva, A-L-A-N-E, is in David, U, E in Victor, K.
All right, you may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Duva, can you hear me okay? Excellent.
Was that a yes, sir? Or? Okay, thank you.
Mr. Duva, where do you live? What lot number? Is that in Washtenaw County, state of Michigan? Were you living there on February 7th, 2024?
Yeah.
Did something happen that day that it caused the police to show up to your home?
Yes. But the morning, so did not have to show up, and I answered it, and two men came in. Kim, the girl was on the trailer, said that they were trying to chase the child.
Sustained.
So let's break that down a little bit. You said there was a knock at the door and two men came in.
Now, this is where the courtroom drama intensifies. The witness is being asked about two men entering the house. No invitation, no warning. And then things escalate quickly. The men go straight to a bedroom where supposedly a child is involved. What happens next? A critical moment as the defense jumps in, questioning the foundation of this testimony. Is this a clear-cut case, or are we looking at a scenario where the entire story might fall apart?
Did you say anything to them?
No.
Did they make physical contact with your body when they came inside? What happened when they were already inside of your home?
Jim said that they were trying to take the child.
So
Sustained.
one of the
As we move into more testimony, the pressure is building. The witness is now asked to recall what happened when the men entered the home. A crucial point. Did the men force their way in? Was it a hostile entry, or did they just walk in as the witness claims? This is the heart of the matter. It could either confirm the prosecution's case or cause doubt. Let's not forget, folks, that misidentifications are one of the most common pitfalls in cases like these.
the daughter of one of your girlfriends? About how old do you think Kim is? Was there anyone else staying in the house? Any children?
Yeah.
Say it again for me, please.
Her son,
About how old is her son?
around 2.
So when the men went into the bedroom, without telling me what somebody said, what happened next?
Walked into the doorway and Julius Clay stood in front of me.
Objection, Your Honor. There's a total lack of foundation for that statement.
Sustained.
So there was somebody that stood in front of you. Do you see that person in the courtroom today?
I think so. I there's a match on the person that I'm looking at.
Your Honor, may the people request that the defendant remove his mask to see if it's the same person that the witness saw that day?
Response.
Mayor, to be frank with you, I find this, I guess I have to, he could not identify any other person. And it is highly suggested to have Mr. Clay.
Things just get interesting. The defense is now playing the misidentification card, claiming that the witness might have been wrongly influenced. The witness himself is unsure. Can he truly identify the defendant after so much time has passed? And what about the earlier interactions? The defense is raising some serious doubts here. If this witness can't identify the defendant with confidence, does that compromise the entire case? We're about to find out.
You have to go through your phone.
Yes, there's a number of conversations about this case.
Okay, hold on, sir. Pardon?
And there's things that brought up.
Okay, but that, I think that complicates things even further. But for the purposes of looking at the identification, I don't want to know what was said, but who brought up the name to you? As you sit here today, without those conversations or whatever else was said, as you sit here today, do you recall what the individuals entering the home looked like?
Someone, yeah.
Okay. And do you believe that as you sit here today, based upon seeing them, presumably on that day, that you could tell whether or not somebody was there?
Yes.
Is that absent the conversations that you had?
Yes.
So the individuals that entered your home, how do you know their name? If you do.
One of them is named Ryan. I can't,
Okay, but did you,
and the other one is Julie.
sir, you can stay right there. Let's take him back. Counsel, I want to see him.
Yes, sir.
Court is standing in recess.
All rise. The 14th District Court, County of Washington, State of Michigan is now back in session. The honorable Judge Jason Simpson presides.
You may be seated.
If we could have him brought out, yeah.
You don't want him brought out?
Well, the whole issue, if Mr. Duva is going to be excused for the moment so that we can change over.
Now, this is a legal twist worth noting. The judge has called for a bench conference, signaling that something important is brewing behind closed doors. This could be a strategic move to protect the integrity of the trial. It's always a bit tense when the judge takes a moment to confer with both parties, but this is often where the most important decisions are made. What's at stake here? The potential for a major legal decision that could shift the direction of this case.
Identification of this identification of this witness, what I would ask at this time is that this witness be excused at this moment. I know that the exam is going to be adjourned to another day anyway, and I need to evaluate the testimony that was just received as well as next step for the defense regarding how I might handle that legally. And so in order to protect the record from what might be perceived as future taint, I would just ask Mr. Clay.
Understood. Right. All right. And I understand that. And just so that the record is clear, without going into the specifics, this court had heard the examination of the co-defendant. There are some concerns that the court has and should allow counsel for the defendant to explore regarding the purported, or what I suspect will be an in-court identification of the defendant in light of that testimony. I'll leave it there so that I don't say too much, but we'll do that. I will then excuse this witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. And as the people indicated in
We're back on track with the case proceeding, and there's still so much to uncover. The tension is palpable as the prosecution moves to examine further witnesses, all while the defense is quietly prepping its counter-arguments. Will the prosecution be able to seal the deal with their remaining witnesses, or will the defense find new ways to poke holes in their story?
We're on the record in the People versus Clay matter. The record should reflect that Mr. Clay is now present in the court.
Thank you. I just may have one.
All right. Let me call your next witness.
Thank you. The people called DeAndre Burton.
Sir, please come forward to be sworn.
Will you take a seat, raise your right hand? You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Have a seat. State spell your first and last name for the record, please.
First name is DeAndre, E-R-E, last name Burton, B-U-R-T-O-N.
You may.
Enter DeAndre Burton, a deputy sheriff, who now takes the stand. This is a big moment because law enforcement's testimony could either reinforce or tear apart the story being told. Burton's account of the scene is crucial. What did he witness when he arrived? How does his testimony stack up against what we've heard so far? One thing's for sure, his credibility will be on the line here.
And were you assigned to a specific area or what?
Yes, I was assigned to Flint Township, Rose Grove.
Did you respond to an address on Julie Drive that night? Do you remember that address? Is that in Ypsilanti, Michigan, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan?
Yes.
What happened when you arrived at that scene?
The victim was pretty, she was crying, she was hysterical. She was stating that her son was just dating about her child mother.
How many people were at that address when you responded there?
A total of 3.
How many males, how many females?
One male, two females.
Did you happen to make contact with the male at that location?
No, my partner did.
Did you observe that male?
Yes, I did.
Did you later come to know his name?
Yes.
What was it?
Alan?
Alan? Did you observe any injuries on Alan?
Yes, he had an injury to his head,
Do you recall where?
like in the middle of his head.
You're using your hand and you're sort of circling around the back crown of your head. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you describe the injury that you saw?
It was a large amount.
Did you make contact with any suspects at that location?
No.
One moment, please.
Yes.
Pass the witness.
All right.
I have no questions for this witness. Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Deputy. You may step down.
Thank you. Your Honor, I believe
Let's take a moment to talk about the emotional stakes. The witness here describes a chaotic scene with a mother in distress, crying hysterically, and a child involved. This isn't just about evidence, it's about the human element of the case. These emotional testimonies often sway juries, but will it work in the defendant's favor? Let's see how the defense responds to this powerful testimony.
2024 at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, before me. Thank you. Bond will continue at this time.
And now, as we approach the end of today's session, the judge makes an important point. The defense is right to raise concerns about the identification process. If the witness's memory isn't clear, the case could face major challenges. As the judge adjourns the case for now, there's a lot hanging in the balance. What will happen next? We'll have to wait until June 11th for the next crucial chapter.
Mr. Clay, don't act that way in my courtroom.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Ever. I realize that you want this to proceed at a certain pace. Rest assured, part of the reason that the conference was taken in my chambers with your attorney was she was seeking.
Well, that's a wrap for today, folks. As the case moves forward to August 11th, we've witnessed some dramatic moments, legal maneuvering, and emotional highs and lows. But what does this mean for the outcome? Can the prosecution hold up its case without clear identification from the key witnesses? Only time will tell. If you found this courtroom drama as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Stay tuned for the next thrilling episode of The People vs. Julius Clay.